Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna be talking all the good, all the dirty, everything that you need to know about IL Makiage. A lot of you guys have been wanting the real scoop, and I have been testing this brand for a little over a month. I first picked it up when I was in New York City. I didn't go to their store, but I did visit some PR when I was out there for the Nylon Awards. I have an awful memory attached to that experience. It was like the worst flight of my life to get to New York. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna die. We like flew through an electrical storm. It was so bad. Anyway, I made the most of my trip, and after the awards the next morning, I took a few meetings and grabbed some product. So I was able to get a good sneak peek and try these items out. You don't need to know half of this information, but I just want to make sure that you know I am not just trying this today. Like, I have been really going through everything, and I also want to say loud and clear, not sponsored. Not sponsored one bit. With this particular brand, there was a little bit of like, are people being kind of forthcoming enough, That's always a hot topic. I could probably chat about just that for an entire video, but that's not what we're here to do. We're here to talk about the makeup. I wish I could cut to me doing my foundation with IL Makiage. I cannot because I don't have their foundation and I haven't ordered it, and I don't think I'm going to, and it's due to a lot of the ingredients. Certain items will give you the full rundown, like stacked of ingredients. I don't know if that is the same order because when you're looking at ingredients, the thing that you read first is the highest concentration, and then it's like diluted, 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 diluted. So sometimes, and this is really good to look at your skincare, if you're purchasing a $100 cream or something really luxury fabulous and their whole marketing is around one ingredient and it's like this special precious oil, and you're like, oh, I need that. My skin needs that. Look at the ingredients, because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you will find magic ingredient to be like the next to last or third to last, and that means that there is only a tiny percentage added into the product. The reason I was confused is some of them have a tab for the ingredients and some don't. And I don't know if that's just because they're new and they haven't gotten that far with the website yet or what, but it did kind of make me go, there are 3 different alcohols in the foundation. There's talc in the foundation, which you will find in a lot of product. So that's not a total deal breaker for me, depending on where the talc is sourced. I just think that there are too many negative ingredients in it. There's fragrance in it. I'm just really kind of nerding out on ingredients right now. And when I was looking at the IL Makiage, yeah, it's long wearing, it's a natural matte finish. It's just not for me. It's not something I'm terribly interested in. It does come in 50 shades, which I do appreciate, so thumbs up for that. Moving on. So I got really excited when I received this. I think the pan size is awesome and I love this. The formula is beautiful. It is a baked formula. There are 3 different options. This is exclusive for holiday, but they do sell these individually. Not all of them, but some of them are sold individually. So don't sweat it if you don't get the holiday one. So this sucker right here is $58. The individuals are $36 and they come like this. So I actually think this is a really good value if you think that you need a larger pan size and this is just like the formula of your dreams, you like the packaging, P.S. this is a cruelty-free brand, then you might love this. One thing that I will point out that I found kind of interesting is the highlight shade in the medium kit is actually, in my opinion, on the skin better suited for more fair skin tones. The highlighter that comes in the light kit, I do wish it was not so yellow. That's my only thing. I put this on initially and I was just like, it's like yellow, and it's not the most flattering. I think these golden tones look much better on medium skin tones, and if you're very fair pale, it's just gonna translate a little more yellow. So that's my only like, but I love the pan size. I love that I can go in here with a large brush and literally just do this business and like go to town on the body. And you can layer this up. It has a nice sheen to it without being too shiny. It does a great job warming up the skin, giving a light, more natural contour. Really tough to contour your nose with this, so kind of like toss that out the window. I feel like my nose contour, it could use some additional shaping, but I wanted to just focus on using this and showing you guys the product in action. These are good for 18 months. Something else I found interesting is it says don't use it on your eyes. Why? What's in there that can't go on the eyes? I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna do a deeper dive on it. This is what the box looks like, by the way. We're all high maintenance. That's kind of their thing. Like, they want you to feel like you're really like a high maintenance bee. I don't want to be high maintenance. I just want to be awesome, you know? The blushes, you guys, I'm in love with. I think these blushes are gorgeous. They apply so well. Every single time that I have worn this blush, by the end of the day, I honestly am looking in the mirror going, no way, like what? Like, it's still there. It just is so long wearing. I cannot even tell you, like, I just want to like grab you through the screen and be like, this is the most long wearing blush you've ever experienced in your life. Like, it is really, really good. There is one problem, and they do accept returns. So I'm just gonna still love on this product and be like, hey, if you get a faulty product, just send it back. I know that's a hassle, so maybe I shouldn't be recommending this, but the product is so different and so good, and I love a good baked blush that is not overly shiny, so I'm still gonna recommend it. This falls out. It's just like, what on the earth happened? They're falling out, and there's something going on with the glue, guys, that is not keeping the product in there. So I have two that are broken like that, and then I have one that is fine like this, and one that is fine like this. I have worn all shades. I find them all to be super beautiful. The one I'm wearing today is called Lady Marmalade. Love that. So let's move on to lips for a moment. So the lip liners are $17. They will hang around and be great for 24 months. The shades I have are Antique, Coffee, which is what I'm wearing today, and Vintage. Antique, Coffee, Vintage. Love them all. Very creamy, easy to glide on, long wearing, waterproof. I surprisingly love these. This is the Rave Super Sheer Lip Color. I have Isla, and I also have the shade Rio. I wanted to apply both of them for you guys today, so I applied both of them. I took the darker shade all over, and then the lighter shade kind of really glossed it up in the center. And what I find is if you kind of press this and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, you can really build up that balm, and it's nice and shiny. I think that this is more appropriate for someone that likes a more subtle, laid back, natural glam. I will say it kind of annoyed me, made me laugh, made me roll my eyes that on the website, it's so over the top, like, we aren't for minimalists, we are for maximalistic, hashtag maximum beauty, hashtag I'm over the top, hashtag I take 5 hours to get ready and I love it. It's just, for me, it was just like a little too much. I don't know. It kind of just oddly rubbed me the wrong way. And maybe it kicks back to the PR package that I received from IL MAKIAGE. And again, this has been a conversation that I've had a lot recently, where you don't want to seem ungrateful. You want to just say thank you so much to everything that is sent your way and to every opportunity that you have, you know, doing this job, like as YouTubers. That's kind of how I feel we feel. But like, that was just too far. They sent this giant package with one lip product in it. And I was just like, stop. This is exactly what is like a pain point for me in PR. Like, and then the whole idea of the brand is like, we don't care, we're here and we're glam and we don't care about anything other than ourselves. And that's kind of like the weird vibe that I get from the brand. Is that like a strange thing to feel like looking at their site? You open up the site and it says, I am your holiday miracle. No, Jesus is. Then we scroll down. This is what insomnia is doing to me. It's actually making me have really bad dad humor. It needs to stop. Something I do like about the site is when you scroll through, you will see a lot of photos of the product, and then you'll see swatches. I love that they have this expansive color range. I guess I don't know, I got turned off with the whole like, we're over the top and we don't care about anything. High maintenance does not have to be a thing. Just be powerful and awesome and good in whatever form you choose to present yourself. I get that brands have to find an identity and that that's what they're doing with this by being like, hey, we're over the top and all about that full coverage glam life. Like, cool. But it almost like shames people that aren't. Like with the tags of like minimalism is dead. I mean, I would never go to like a natural, like 100% pure website and be like, makeup for women who don't care about just their appearance. You know, like that would be super offensive. So I don't know. I did kind of go like this when I saw like that was an actual reenactment. I was in bed researching, memorizing prices, going through ingredients, and I'm scrolling through, and it's like every package is sent to you in this luxurious box and setup, and I'm like kind of rolling my eyes like, well, that's freaking waste. And then I see on the box, it says in quotes, more is more. And I was like, wait a second. But I still love a lot of the products, so I can like toss that to the side. So let's get into the eye stuff. I wanna share with you guys what I am wearing on my eyes today. Let's go to the eye look. This is beautiful. It is long wearing. The shadows are stunning. They are very versatile in how they blend. They play better with your fingertips than a brush, in my opinion. They are so creamy. And the metallics are just like next level. They are beautiful. There is not a thing wrong with them at all, aside from the fact that this is a formula that will expire in 6 months. I also am not the biggest fan of this whole iPad cover thing. You have to purchase this separately, and then it kind of magnetizes on the back and covers the product itself. So you do have to purchase that separately, and it's already an $89 palette. So for me, the price is way up there on these larger palettes. I do really like the formula. I just don't know that I'm down for the pan size, the presentation, the lid, that whole thing, and the price. It's just too much, which maybe that's why they're, you know, marketing to the more over the top. So my advice would be play around with these quads. If you see a quad that you like, go for it. You go in here, you have a nice mirror, you have 4 shades. This is just, I can't tell you guys, you almost have to like feel it. The texture is so special and nice, and I really, really do love this very, very much. I just, again, think that I would be very picky and choosy with which colors I thought I would really, really use, and maybe start out with one of the singles or a quad before jumping into these larger palettes. Each form of this is called a Color Boss. So it's a Color Boss single, Color Boss quad, or the Color Boss palettes. And I will leave you with that. But let me break down my look really quick before we jump somewhere else. I started out with this shade right here, just kind of all over the lid, into the crease, doing my thing that I've been loving doing with a wider brush. It is my favorite way to apply right now, where I just kind of get in the crease, a little bit above the crease, and just blend and blend and blend and build until I feel like everything looks very, very smooth. I went into this shade right here, which I can't say on my channel or I will be demonetized. So we put that in the outer edge, and I used more of a stamping motion, and I find that this formula works best with a stamping motion versus a very blendy circular motion, and that's why I like to use fingers with this kind of a formula. It's more gel, it has more slide and glide, it's not powdery at all. A benefit to that is you won't have a lot of fallout. I went into limited edition and I put this all over, and it is beautiful. Then I went into the shade Guilty Pleasure. This is special. It does not look that special in the pan, but when you put it on the lid, it is just like bright minty, but almost like neon-y green. It's just a gorgeous color. This is a very peacocky look that I have. Blended those two together, and then I took this navy right here, which is called YOLO, and I just kind of, you know, wanted these two to connect, so I pressed YOLO in. I then went into the cream shade that is matte called Time's Up, put that underneath my brow bone, and I was done. I'm very, very happy with this look. I don't think it was terribly difficult to do, but it definitely did require a lot of blending. Moving on to the liner, I want to share with you guys that I absolutely adore and love their felt liner. This does not smudge, budge, collect in the inner corner. I really like it. You look at the tip and it's very, very intimidating because it looks like it's just gonna get everywhere. But if you have shaky hands or you have a bit of a time putting on a liquid liner, this will work really well for you because you can kind of lay it down flat and almost glide and stamp and glide and stamp. And if you need to conceal a lash band, it's very, very easy to go back in and lightly conceal. It doesn't set in like a crunchy, crumbly way. So I'm super impressed with this liner. It's so nice. They're gel liners that are pencil form. Those are waterproof, budge proof, fantastic as well. And then what really, really surprised me that I did not expect to love as much as I do is their mascara. It comes in 3 shades. I am wearing this on the lower lash line, and I kept the lower lash line completely clean today just so I could show to you guys how dramatic this mascara is. You have to be a little bit careful because it will pull your lashes to a length that you will sometimes sometimes get like a little bit of a splatter, but if you're careful with this and maybe wipe off the brush a little bit if you're going in on the lower lash specifically, it's so good. It does not crumble, smudge. I can't say enough. It doesn't irritate my eyes. I love the brush size. I love everything about it. It's like a spiky silicone brush, really buildable. So you could do a first layer, let it dry a little bit, go back in. It's firm enough to build and separate, but it does not hurt my eyes at all. So I really love this one very, very much. Also, their brow fiber. This is nice. Again, you're probably gonna wanna wipe off some of that excess here. And I penciled my eyebrows in first and then glided this through. I've been enjoying this. I like the size of the brush. It's not too big. It actually adds volume. And I'm also able to go throughout the day. Like if something gets bumped or something like that, I can go through with a spoolie and correct, and it doesn't crumble everywhere. And it just kind of sets everything right back into place. So this is really good. The mascara and the brow product, so nice. I believe they have 4 shades. One is clear and then 4 of them have different tones. Also, I want to chat about the liquid lips. I love the packaging on these. I think it is stunning and gorgeous. I'm into it. I'm not that into this lip product though. It's not my favorite. Like compared to other things that I already own, the tones in here, the ones that I've tried, are just a little bit too muted down, and it does leave my lips feeling quite sticky, and it does dry my lips out. So these are not the best of the best as far as everything that I've shared with you today. They're not terrible, but I think that there's better out there. I'll continue playing with these. I have not worn the red yet, so I'm curious about that formula, but you know, we shall see. Everything said and done, I really do love a lot from this brand. I will continue exploring it. I love, of course, the mascara, the brow products, the lip liners. I really love that blush. I even like the baked contour and, you know, some of the sheer lipsticks, so much is good. I just have an issue with the expiration and wastefulness of the shadow size and the way that they put the palettes together. I think they were trying to do something very innovative and different. To me, it was a little bit confusing and more geared toward a professional makeup artist, even though I feel they're marketing toward the traditional consumer. So for me, that was kind of don't love it. Maybe some people do. The formula is nice though. So everything through and through that I've tried, I don't think is bad. There's not one product that I was just like, oh my God, this is terrible. So there's none of that. It's just really selecting what you think you will use, what speaks to you, what you think would be necessary in your collection, and I will just leave it at that. I want to try their brushes and I will update you guys as I do. I don't know if they're synthetic or natural hair. I could not seem to find that on the website, and I want to reach out to Il Makiage about that. They are a cruelty-free brand, so I just was a little bit confused about that because it didn't state that it was synthetic. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And then go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet done that. Ring the bell, because then you will know about my future uploads. I'm here Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. PST, and I would love it if you would come and hang out with me again. That would just be the best. All right, go and have a good one, you guys. I will see you in my next video. Mwah.